such a fun adventure. Okay, health and wellness. Okay, hopefully this is a good one. I hope you like this. Okay, my name's Killer Burnett. Okay, what does it mean to be well, to do good, to feel good? We ask ourselves that time to time, and thoughts roam to physical health, mental sanity, earning well, living well, growing individually, and thriving collectively. Our spiritual well-being, as it were. What exists when the body decays? What remains post-mortem? In life, in essence, can be temporary or permanent. Life, in essence, can be temporary or permanent. We temporarily feel happy or sad, and we permanently affect others who go on to live happy and sad lives, and so on and so forth, until one day it all dies out, or perhaps we go on forever. Who knows? I'd love to talk about my thoughts on the self, the soul, and the meaning of life, etc., but let's save that for another day. In this conversation, I want to talk storytelling. What is reality? Does anyone truly know? I know a rock exists, but did it in the past? And can I create the past? Or can I create the past? What is the relevance? A man shows up one day with words of high sea adventures, captain of a ship. He says, "You go on to spend time with Mr. Ahab, and all is wondrous. He treats you gently and comforts the soul. Need it matter that his stories were true to each awful detail?" Okay. So the thoughts there are about, so if you have a family and they carry on your stories like grandpa to grandchild, then in one sense you kind of live forever. Or if you like inspire people through a huge accomplishment, like Jefferson as an example, has inspired many people. So even though he didn't have many children of his own, his legacy kind of continues forever. He inspires forever. But sometimes people die out and their lives go with them. And that's relatively sad. But it's just thinking that like the way we affect other people and the way that's continued for generations and generations, that's our legacy. Not the individual moment to moment, or the past is not our legacy. And then with the idea of Ahab, if you have a good time with a person and they're making you feel good about yourself and you feel good about them and they're treating you kind and gentle, then is there any need to try to rediscover every tweet they ever made once in their lifetime? Is that really a healthy way to go about spending your time with them? Think about your complaints. I'm accustomed to complaining. I complain a lot, but mostly in my head. Now think about your story. Are you the victim? Are you identified by evils thrust upon you? Now think about your adventure, your trials, your successes, your achievement. That weird exploration, outcome, creation that you make. Did you make? Who are you? Can one be both a creator of worlds and a shoved around pawn? A king and a subject? In reality, logically, of course we all are. We are both. But what's our story? Time is finite, and our memory is not sharp. Not at all. We will forget. We are rewriting the code to ourselves each day. Each story we tell, we shape our past. Our past is nothing to us. It's gone. Imagine a life, one of struggle, one held back, one of failure. Awful, that is. A life cannot change. A child born badly cannot be unborn, cannot be child again. But who are we now? Are we still that child, or are we something else? Who made us? Did they make us, or can we make and remake ourselves? Who controls the paintbrush? Some say our bodies cannot heal. It defines us. But I choose to think not. There are things that have happened that have not happened. Not anymore. Leaves of a tree. Leaves come and gone. Can you remember all the wondrous joy bestowed upon you? Each smile, kind word, happy thought, laughter, moment, silly play. A child is born, an adult they are. But we can all remember the joy of the playground, of revisiting happy thoughts, of seeing it again, absorbing it in like medicine. But we are what we eat, they say, and so are we what we cannot forget, or what we choose to ingest. Perhaps it's vulgarity and pain and suffering. Perhaps it's the awful thoughts put forth in programs on TV and on the radio. Some things are designed to make us miserable, weak, ill-tempered, afraid. To become irate and unkind, to obscure the boundary of what is real. In the light of the sun we thrive, in darkness we wither. I wonder sometimes what makes us zombies to flash screens showing pictures, bizarre noises, and false stories. The cage, I think. For nature itself is noisy. Nature is bizarre and beautiful. Each sunset, sunrise, a glory. A family of children, a cacophony, various, exquisite. Perhaps those who get into the sun cannot be hypnotized. Perhaps those who play cannot be mesmerized and bought. Such cheap tricks, cheap substitutes. Perhaps a cure for depression is to leave the depressing existence, that environment, the house, the cage, them. And some go to church to be around happy people, and some go to parks, and some to pools. We absorb it through the skin. Their joy is ours. We steal it from them, and they cannot stop us. Funny how easy it is to acquire this joy, these rays of sun, and to vanquish the dark beneath. For if we surround ourselves in the lives of others, living healthy, sun-filled, thrill-filled, people-filled existences, then we can absorb it in and forget. Reality is ours to choose. Never allow no one to ever tell you yours was bad. Make it good. Perhaps you are Captain Ahab, with many stories to tell. Who's to say? I am not. Today and each day, you are what you recall, what you absorb, that which you live and tell. What is a hero's story? Is it not without bumps? Think of bad things not as that which affects me, but as obstacles overcame, stories to empathize well for others, part of our hero's journey. Our lives are perpetually at the end of the book, post-mortem, success. Challenges hardly remembered, never talked about, save for relations and to inspire hope. For it's not always that life is so rosy at all times, but perhaps what matters is how many challenges we defeated, our actions in response that matter, and how it can benefit others who hear our courageous story of triumph and techniques we used. So I ask, is he the lowly, shy Bilbo of the Shire, known for suffering from pleasantness until the end of days as a hobbit, or is it more loosely only in retrospect, a distant point? And naturally, he can no longer accommodate his neighbors. He's weird, bizarre, eclectic, free. If one was to say, from his past, Bilbo, wash my dishes like you used to, Bilbo could not tolerate this, and neither should you. You are today. Yours is you. Be alive today. Captain Ahab, you hero. Okay. So I'm walking here in South Clear. And hopefully I'm at the turnaround point, or I'll have to turn around, one or the other. But I'm going up very quickly now. So I think I'm getting there. And I'm just doing this little thing where I share stories and ideas. And those were my ideas on health and storytelling and how to imagine yourself. And how to write your own story. Oh, so Bilbo, in the closing section there, J.R.R. Tolkien writes how even though Bilbo did all these wondrous things, he wasn't really the talk of the town, and neither was Sam. There's a closing scene in the movie where a giant pumpkin is what everybody respects. They're like, oh my gosh, ignoring that you defeated all the evil of the world, can you believe this guy grew a pumpkin the size of a chamber pot? I don't know, size of a, I don't know, a buggy. And so that's how the movie closes in the movies. So this whole thing where Frodo and Bilbo kind of go on to this somewhat unhappy life because they can no longer relate to their former society in the way that they were accustomed. That's part of J.R.R. Tolkien's message. When you change, relating to those who you grew up with might become impossible because they might not, they don't change with you. It's not like, they really do hold you back, but it's not like they're intentionally holding you back. Oh my God, I've actually reached the place that I've been trying to get to this whole time. I hear people, and these are people who climb. These are people who know what's going on in the world. I do not. This took me a very long time to get here. A very, very, very long time. I might have to talk with these people for a bit, if you'll excuse me. Okay. And then the idea of the hero story is just that it's true that bad things happen to you, but rather than thinking of them as things that you're still dealing with, try to think about how you overcame them. And in that respect, things that happened to you recently, try not to talk about it too much and only think about the things in the past that you no longer really have emotion about. And then you can help others who overcame them. And then the other part about that is, and also if you have bad interactions with people, just get new people to interact with. Just try to separate yourself, change your environment. It's the easiest way to fix these things. Hi there. Hi there, guys. Hey, I'm just making a little video just to let you know. Okay. I mean, I don't care, but if y'all care, just let me. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. How long y'all been climbing out here?
This is only our second time, if that's what you mean. But
yeah.
Today it's been...
Here, I'll get the people's.
Yeah, we haven't been out here for very long.
Yeah.
Oh, about 5 minutes an hour? Y'all, is the van up there?
Yeah, the van, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that van.
Yeah.
I was wondering when I'd reach you guys, because this is my first time here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I had no clue how long it was going for. I was like, it's going to get a sunset eventually.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, are you doing lead belay? Okay, so you're focusing, okay. Yeah. My buddy wanted to come, and he was asking me if I knew how to lead belay.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
Take some practice.
Hey, little guy.
Hey.
Hey, little guy. This is cool. So y'all from the area or whatever, Nashville, or?
We're from Knoxville.
I'm from Knoxville too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So there's a side note if you're curious, man.
Yeah.
there's a little campground at Lily Bridge. Yeah, you've been to Lily Bridge and that little, the official park at the top. It's like just
So, yeah.
2 minutes past the bridge.
Okay.
There's a little campground up there.
Yeah, I think
I
knew that.
I just camp there all the freaking time.
Oh, yeah?
It's free and you just walk like 100 yards off the trail.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know. I didn't realize it was free. I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, if you go to the official parking lot and you, I'm gonna set this thing down. I'll just have it pointed at something kind of interesting for people. But if you go to the little parking lot up there, and then just go to that trail. This really doesn't much matter. People can just like fast forward if they don't care about this. But yeah, you could just go to that little parking lot up there, and so there's the trail between the parking lot and the bridge. So the trail down to the bridge.
Yes. Yeah.
And so if you take that trail just about 20 yards in, then you'll see a little sign that says make sure that you camp more than 100 yards off the trail. And if you just go to the right into the woods, there's like a marked trail, and then there's a campsite that I go out almost every weekend.
That's awesome. Yeah. This is a nice place. We've been up to the Obed several times over there, but this is only the second time we've been on this side of things.
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, you've been up there and you've been down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just went there the first time the other day too.
Yeah.
Because I just thought it was that little bouldering area. That's a little silly of me to think that. But I thought it's just that bouldering area. And I was like, people talk about climbing here. That's not that impressive.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. There's a lot of hidden walls throughout here.
You swim in that little creek?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll be swimming up there.
Yeah. Right now we're camping at what is that? What is the place called?
Rock Creek.
Rock Creek.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
Kind of a ways from here, but has a river beside it too.
Okay, so there he did the lead belay. So now y'all can climb it regular. Oh yeah, no. But yeah, I just been exploring this little area and making a little video of me just walking down this.
Yeah, checking out the trail.
Yeah, checking out the trail.
Oh, it's way up high.
And then
See it way up there?
yeah. Other than that, one thing. Well, so you're camping, so you're aware of it, but no moon. So the stars are insanely visible right now.
Oh, that's cool. Hopefully there won't be too many clouds. I know we were looking for.
Were you clouded yesterday?
No, we didn't camp yesterday. We just.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Careful.
No, the stars, I could see them in Knoxville. I could see them in Knoxville, just in the city.
Wow, that's cool.
Did you? Yeah.
I didn't notice.
No, it's like I have a buddy who takes, I won't have reception, I'm sure, but I have a buddy who takes star photos, and he always goes out whenever there's no moon, which it was officially last night, but it might also be tonight.
Yeah.
But I was trying to camp here last night, but it's raining, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the rain.
Right.
Hey there a little bit.
I thought it was supposed to rain.
They
now,
told
too, and
they said it
we've
was,
been good,
but
so.
yeah, so he's lucky. Hey there a little bit, careful.
Some help?
You have the chalk now?
Yep. Chalk now. Do you need it?
It's easy up to that point, just try to get the feeding.
Yeah.
What area in Knoxville are you?
We're in South Knoxville.
Cool. You go to the little quarry then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there's two. So
Sure.
Meads and Fort Dickerson.
I go to Dickerson all day.
Oh man, yeah. It's really nice what they've done with the parking area and stuff.
No,
Have they finished that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all official now.
Let's see what
Uh,
you
For like one summer, the party level was maybe a little too high. Maybe 2 or 3 summers, frankly. But now the party level is very normal.
Yeah.
There's that quarry out in Oak Ridge.
I haven't been to that.
Between Lenore City and Oak Ridge, there's a coal quarry out there.
Okay, I don't
Yeah,
think
heard
I knew
that
about
one?
that one.
I've never seen it. I've like driven past it a ton, and it's beautiful. You can jump off 3, different rocks. They don't have any laws against
Not
stuff,
yet,
whatever.
but it will
Not
be.
yet. Yeah.
Typically, it's a rock quarry.
You're good,
Yeah.
little girl.
Super
safe?
pretty, but the party, like, we
Oop.
passed so many drunk people.
Oop.
Like,
Careful.
drunk people. We come back out, like, we got our own little spot. It was nice. Way back out, the cops were there.
Of course.
We had to testify to.
Yeah.
I guess he beat up on the girl that was up there. And
Oh, bums.
so I was like,
Bums.
yeah. But that was on.
Yeah, that happens
I
sometimes.
think that was. What was the last holiday we just had?
July 4th?
No.
Labor Memorial. Labor
Labor Day's coming up.
coming up.
I remember.
I think July 4th.
Many,
Be a month ago.
not
Two.
too many.
Maybe it
not
was
big
the
ones.
4th. Everybody was partying pretty hard though.
But you're saying it's just between Oak Ridge and Lenore?
I think yeah, because when we came, we
I would like to try to find it.
yeah, it's super easy. The way that I came in was
Yeah.
go up, like if you got off at X81 for Lenore City, and you went back toward Melton Hill Dam,
Okay.
went up
Gotcha.
to Melton Hill Dam, that takes you out to like all the Oak Ridge Laboratory kind of road. It's real, and we went out there and we took a right. Took a right onto some road, and then it was like just a mile up on the left or something. It was really not too bad.
He's eating a bar, just like you.
Here, I'll see if the camera's on the people climbing.
No, finish that one.
There we
I
go.
think we're all out. We're gonna have to.
You have to get out of here.
Now, have y'all seen the, do y'all know the small little cave near the Fort Dickerson in South Knoxville? There's tons of caves.
No, I don't think I
Yeah,
know about the one.
super easy to find. Good for kids too, because it's safe. Like the first 30 feet is safe.
Yeah.
Which is enough to get the cave experience, because caving's a little treacherous.
Yeah. I don't know about it over there.
So, you know where the water tower is? On Cherokee Trail? So, well, Cherokee Trail.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So,
Okay.
so
yeah.
there's the water tower on Cherokee Trail, and there's an official park that's newish.
Yep.
That's a fun little park.
Get downstairs.
And then there's a weird little parking lot on the opposite side.
Okay.
So on the opposite side, there's a weird little parking lot, and it's a 2-level parking lot. That's how you kind of know you're at the right one. You'll see cars there all the time. And if you park there, it's a new park that's going to be an official park in like 5 years. But for the next 5 years, it's yours for the taking.
Yeah.
Yes. Get some help,
This
baby.
way.
Yes. Smart. Yeah. Don't let me distract. but so if you take that area, it's a short, nice wooded hike with some like ancient, semi-ancient things in there. Not like truly ancient, but
Right,
like
right.
old abandoned buildings.
Amen.
And then and there's a
This way.
bluff.
Come this way.
It's called the Cherokee Bluffs.
Okay. Yeah, I know the Cherokee Bluffs. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a bluff at the top,
Okay.
and then
Uh-oh.
okay. Here, actually. Yeah, you go ahead and climb up there. I'll hold this. So then, so there's a bluff at the top,
Yeah.
and then if you walk around, then, directly beneath the bluffs is where the cave is.
Okay.
And so you have to take kind of a long way around.
Right.
Don't go straight down.
Right.
People get confused on that. But you just go the zigzag approach. And you'll get to the bottom, and if you ever care to get there the easier way, if you only want to do the cave, then what you can do is go to that weird apartment building down there with the boat dock, and then you can just walk straight in that way. And then it's just purely flat.
Okay, so give me a little slap.
Your kid's loving it?
And now you're gonna have
yeah.
to
Yes.
fillet me like
Are-
this.
Outdoors kids.
Now, for the record, are all these y'all's? Or
The three of them are, and he's a cousin.
his boy? Okay, yeah.
He's a cousin. No.
A cousin, okay, yeah.
Can you hold this?
I can hold
Don't
it.
give it to Bennett.
Okay.
That was fast climbing. But yeah, that's it. That's a good little area. Other than that,
Okay, I'm flipping.
I mean, just the normal stuff. But that's close in South Knoxville.
Oh man, yeah. We love all the trails and stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the little cave in Oak Ridge? No, it's an official pay cave. They do like $10 movies there.
Huh.
Yeah, but
Okay, okay.
there's so many like cave experiences, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tennessee is
Full of it,
full
yeah.
of caves. I think we
Slap,
haven't really
little slap.
taken the kids to many caves here.
Now,
Take.
Are y'all pretty ultra adventure? Are y'all like relatively safe adventure?
Safe, I'd say. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one as a exploration find, but let's just be clear, absolutely only adults, and to be extra clear, adults in good shape. Adults not in good shape won't make it. The coolest cave is the cave of what is that? The golf course?
You went far right.
Country Club?
Right.
The coolest cave is the Cherokee Country Club
I'm
cave.
gonna waste your towel.
And there's a cave beneath that whole golf course. It's probably the biggest, easy to explore cave in Knoxville. But of course no one goes to it because it's underneath the golf course.
Waste your towel.
I'll give you loose directions if you ever care about trying to find it.
Don't do it yet.
Loose directions is
No, don't.
you park in the back of one of the neighborhoods.
Me say waste your
I think it's like the back of the neighborhood closest to the railroad track.
Okay.
You take the railroad track and
Ready?
you're
No, not
not in the
yet.
golf course yet. You're walking toward the golf course.
Ready?
So you take the
Set, go.
railroad track
Owen.
and you walk.
Okay, Smalls.
Top right there real fast. Just
You walk maybe
get
20
that
minutes.
Sure. My hands are pumped. I don't know. I mean,
Of course, you're gonna do more.
I'll climb it, but I won't lead it. I don't
This
think.
one was easy except for that last
Okay.
move, yeah.
But I'll just top rope it.
Mommy,
But yeah, you just walk the railroad track for about 20 minutes,
mommy.
and then you'll be in the golf course for about 5 minutes of that walk, and then you cut over into the woods, and it's only about 10 feet into the woods. So it's
So you
not,
can see it from the tracks, or
you can't see it, but you might see the trails that people start to walk in that form to get there,
right.
and then you'll see a metal grate that covers the cave entrance. Because that's where they put on there. And sometimes there's a lock, but everybody clips the lock. And so then to get into the cave, you flip the grate open, and then you should I would bring climbing gear just your first time. But if you don't have climbing gear, you have to hang from the grate and drop about 3 feet.
Sorry, can you throw me my shoes?
Yeah.
So whoever the last one to get out has to be able to jump like 3 feet into the air to get out.
You want to toss it?
Yeah.
I went with like an official guy from the Spelunker community or whatever, and every time I've gone since, every time I bring people, they're like, "There's no way I'm dropping 3 feet into a blank cave."
Blind.
Yeah, blind drop.
I've owned these shoes for years, and they still.
But it's a super, super, super insanely cool cave. And the time we went there, it started raining, and there was like 5 waterfalls that came out all at once.
That's cool.
And there's a giant river underneath there that you can actually take a boat in.
Wow.
Like if you have an inflatable raft. But it's a river of a very long distance.
No, they're not.
A
I
very,
actually
very
do
long
like
distance.
the other ones because the tip
seems
is
like
a little bit
they
more
should,
stout.
advertise
and I
it
would have
more,
bought
open
these
it up
size,
for-
and probably one
Yeah,
size
well they got
for-
the country club, I guess.
These are
And
really tight on my
but
feet.
yeah, it'd be cool to do
That
that.
would be cool.
I used to do caves all the time.
The other ones I can stand around in them and be comfortable.
But anyways, I'll let you go. Y'all to it.
You can't in the.
Thanks for letting me enjoy. I'm just
no problem.
I'm doing this little movie thing where I'm just talking about the things I'm doing, but yeah. So it's a little, I know it's a little weird. Otherwise, I'd just chill and watch the climbing, to be frank.
So you're gonna head down the trail some more?
I guess so, but like it's almost time to head back, you know?
Yeah, it is.
When you get to this spot around here, you kind of have to go around the rock with a rope.
There's a.
Oh, well, I'm not doing that. Then I'll be turning around in a second.
It's not too far of a little traverse with the rope,
Yeah.
but there's a little bit of it.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too like, I'm just here by myself, so I'm not gonna.
Right.
Yeah.
Smart.
Do you know if this is kind of as far as people normally go?
Oh no, there's quite a bit. There's a lot more.
Oh, a lot. Is this the halfway point?
I don't know how far, but
Sure.
there's quite a bit more. There's lots more climbing spots.
Oh my gosh.
Little cavey things, kind of like that.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot more.
I was hoping I was near the end. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, have fun.
And I'm glad y'all are getting your kids out and having like good times in natures. That's super important.
Don't go too far, Calvin. That's where it gets a little dangerous.
I didn't know there was a lot more to this, man.
Oh man, yeah, this is a big spot for climbing.
Like you've checked out the map, or you just walked it one time?
Oh, we came with somebody that knew the area.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh gosh, I'll go as far as I can.
Yeah, you
And
can make it around that wire. You just gotta. It's just you gotta hold that wire as you go around.
oh, just hold. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought I had to
yeah.
have my own
No,
rope.
you don't have to harness in or anything.
Okay, yeah, I'll make it around then. Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, no
Hey, by the way, my name's Keller.
I'm Nate.
Nate,
Yeah,
pleasure.
nice talking with you.
Good talking with you. Okay. Look at a little view of the families there. Just an outdoor family in Tennessee having fun. Okay. Okay. Okay, now this is treacherous, and I'm gonna focus. Apparently there's a wire I'm supposed to hold on to. Here it is. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. This is the wire, so I just gotta hold this wire, and then I'm allowed to continue. This wire, of course, is ultra durable, but if anything falls now, it's over with. Okay, I made it. Okay. This is the little ledge I just did, and I'm frankly still quite scared, because I hate being in situations where I can just die for a little bit of fun. Oh my gosh, there's that little devil's table there, or something, some other kind of a thing. So apparently this is the start of the climbing area, and I just got here after about 2.5 hours of walking, or 2 hours of walking, and it was a wonderful, wonderful little break I had with that, frankly speaking, beautiful, joyous family, which is just so nice to see in the world, taking their kids out to have fun in these like COVID times, not being miserable and cooped up indoors, you know. So, oh my God. So there we are. And then, okay, yeah, this is just the start of everything. Now you're not allowed to camp out here because, it's private property. But you would absolutely not get rained on, and surely people lived out here back in the day. This is one of those things to where, like, you know that there is like 100 people living underneath this rock. And there's a big old cave that I'm not gonna freaking explore at this time. But that thing goes deep, probably. These little rock shelves that these are and so forth. No, these aren't plateaus. That's where your real caves are formed. But these rock shelves, the water finds a way through the rock, and then as it goes down, it forms a cave. So whenever you look for a cave, the most important way you find a cave is you look for a big rock. Something that the water can't penetrate very easily. And then eventually it will create, it'll create a cave. So, oh my goodness gracious. Such beauty, such beautiful family. So, okay. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. And we're gonna continue on our journey even as it gets dark. And if you've liked this, if this has been helpful for you, consider donating. PayPal, Patreon, whatever, Bitcoin. And join our little social group, Bitcoin 1776, for trying to inspire more things like this. This is fucking awesome. I'm just having a great time myself. I'm just having a great time. My phone has full charge. I have no worries about not having light. As long as I've got a phone flashlight, I'll be able to make it back. Okay, got plenty of battery too. So, and storage space, so all good there. So now on to the last and final section of our journey. Story time. Story time. Personal stories. What to do? What to do, ba do? Dee-ba-dee ba-dee doo da. Zee-ba-dee ba-dee day. Okay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Sippity doo dah, sippity day. Okay.